Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here with another food stamp Karen. This lady decided to get super loud on TikTok and she now had to private her account because her videos were that insane that she literally had to go private. Her public account is now private because of the backlash that she received. So I figured, in all fairness, let's talk about her. I obviously covered the peanut butter toast snap Karen a couple days ago. That will be linked down below. But we have a new one on the block. So if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so today's Snap Karen, her name is Kiki, and Kiki decided to come up here and make this video and also made a response because these people want to stand 10 toes on claiming how it's no big deal that people are going to lose SNAP benefits. They're grifting off the government. Everyone's a bad guy. Everyone is just lazy and entitled, and she wanted to stand on that until people called her out for it, and then she had to come back and make a response. So my whole thing is, if you're so proud of your stance, why make a part 2, 3, 4, 5 responding to the backlash if you were so proud in your initial stance or perspective? But let's watch part 1 and then we'll get into what she posted shortly thereafter. I did save both before she went private. Good Lord, but let's start with part 1.
So we had grocery delivery today. Okay. Babe, how do we pay for the groceries?
With money.
Elaborate.
Money we get in our paycheck.
Our debit cards, not our SNAP benefits.
Yeah.
So the word of the day is J-O-B.
Her husband in the background, honestly, he kind of looks like he's over it. He's over her squawking these kinds of things because she's probably been talking about it all damn day, and now he's getting roped into a video as her, co-star of sorts. He looks like he's over it. But I don't think that people truly understand that you can have a job and still need benefits. You can be employed and get a paycheck and still need assistance. There are many situations like that. Just because you're working a job, it does not mean that you don't qualify to collect benefits. If you're qualifying for collecting these benefits and if you're utilizing them properly, what on earth is there to be mad about? I don't understand. And how entitled and arrogant of you to come on here and say how you got your groceries delivered, and you're coming on here with your fake nails and such a salty, snarky attitude, talking down to people whom are in need of SNAP benefits, and they are going into the month of November having no clue whether or not there's going to be some last minute thing that comes in and saves the day. And they're now thinking, they're literally going to have to figure out, how do I feed my kids? How do I feed myself? There are so many people that are receiving these benefits and they truly do need them. Let's not lump everyone into the category of taking advantage or cheating the system, because that is a very small percentage of people compared to those who are collecting these benefits and truly do need them and utilize them how they're meant to be utilized.
Job. Get your ass up, get a motherfucking job, and pay for your goddamn groceries if you are so afraid of losing your benefits. If you're elderly, sick, disabled, that's a different story. But anybody that's able-bodied, get your fucking ass up and pay for your goddamn groceries. I'm sick of fucking supporting your ass.
So obviously quite a grotesque video to put out. And of course they always want to add the disclaimer of like, oh, if you're elderly or disabled, no, you're just mad at the whole thing. You're bitter at the whole thing. You are throwing that in the end of your video because it's going to act as a shield for you when you receive the wrath of the internet when they come after you. as they did, which again is why you had to privatize your account. But let's watch the second part.
So I think it's absolutely funny how bad I pissed people off with this video. So the people that are pissed are the ones that this was directed to.
No, because I will tell you right now, Kiki, I was pissed off about your video, and I don't collect Snap, but I understand that there are people out there that without that benefit, their children themselves would literally go without food. And to me, I have empathy and I have a soul and I have a moral compass that tells me that that just feels wrong. And there is no way that I could defend having that opinion. It's so much deeper than just pissing people off because it applies to them. No, people are being empaths and they're having sympathy for those who are not able to pay for groceries on their own for whatever reason, whether they are disabled, they're a single parent, whatever it is. And I've said before, because I feel like I have to put this in any video where I talk about SNAP and EBT and all of that kind of stuff. Are there people that take advantage? Yes. Are there people who, aren't teaching their kids what a balanced diet looks like and all of that? Yes. But I think that those are case by case. And if you're going to single those people out, then why don't you focus on them? Instead of putting out a blanket statement talking about everybody, tell me who you see that is taking advantage of the system. And let's talk about them. Because for me, one person that comes to mind is the Resilient Jenkins. They obviously are taking advantage of the system. It is not fair, in my opinion, to blanket statement something like this.
You understand that? What I said was, and I'm going to reiterate this, so listen close. Listen, okay? We listen and we don't judge. No, we judge. It's okay. Because that's where we are as a society.
Yeah, we judge because of idiots like you that come on the internet and come out with stupid, baseless videos like this and upset entire communities. And even if you're not part of that community, like I said, others who care about those that need a little bit of assistance are also going to be upset by that. So you're judging us, we're judging you. That's just the name of the game. Let's keep going.
If you're elderly and can't work, or elderly and retired and don't make enough money, if you're ill or disabled, you need the food stamps, you need the help, you need the SNAP benefits. That's what it's designed for.
Right. So by taking it away from everybody, punishes those who need the assistance. It punishes those who are not taking advantage of the system. And like I said, if you have these people that you know for sure are doing this, then call them out and take acknowledgement of how wrong it is to punish people that were playing by the rules and really do need this in order to survive. We are literally talking about people going into survival mode, and I don't think that you and others like you are ready for what could come when it boils down to people literally trying to survive to feed themselves or feed their children. We are entering a whole new territory when we're talking about survival.
It's not designed for these people that don't work. Okay? The people that live on it keep having babies over and over and over again and stay on state benefits.
Okay, so who are the people? Let's talk about the people. Let's talk about the person. Let's stop doing this blanket statement. It is so harmful and dangerous.
If that's you and you just keep having babies to stay on state aid, then you need to get out and get a job. Okay? You say baby daddy's not living with you, but in fact, baby daddy's living with you, and you're raking in all this money from the state and people like me that work. But if you're out working and you can't make enough to support your family, it's also for that. Again, what people are fucking sick and tired of, and again, listen, open your fucking ears.
How demeaning is she? She made a jackass out of herself by trying to stand 10 toes on this stupid video that she posted, and she wants to talk down to people and tell them to open their ears and listen numerous times in this video.
What people are sick of are the people that are taking advantage of the situation. You know, you got able-bodied 20, 30-year-olds who are refusing to go to work. And they go and get groceries and they can fill up their cart worth of $300 worth.
What she's missing here is the fact that over 40 million people in the United States collect SNAP benefits. If there are 40 million people, give or take, collecting these benefits, and there's, 1.5% of that number is misusing the system, how is it fair to punish everybody else because of this very small number of people that might be taking advantage? That is unfair. And that's why you can't sit here and say, well, nobody gets it because these, handful of people are not being truthful and not being honest about why they're collecting said benefit.
The junk food. And then there's the other side of society that's out working and supporting themselves, standing behind these people with a full fucking cart, and we're going, I had to go to work for my fucking groceries. Why didn't they? That's what we're fucking sick of. That's what is.
But if you're standing behind someone in the grocery aisle and you see them have a cart full of, junk food or whatever, how is it that you know that they're scamming the system? How do you know that for sure? Because I know when I'm in the grocery store checkout line, I can see someone in front of me with a cart full of stuff, and if they are paying with EBT, let's be honest, that might be 1 in a million that I actually pay that much attention to how the person's paying in front of me. But also, how would I know that if they are paying with SNAP or EBT, how can I come to the conclusion that they're scamming the system? You cannot judge somebody just simply based off of standing behind them in a grocery store checkout line. You sound insane.
Pissing people off is these low-life pieces of shit that are abusing the system. So again, if you're mad at my video, chances are you're the one taking advantage of the system.
Or it's just people that have sympathy and understanding for canceling it for everybody.
Am I right or am I wrong? Have the day you deserve. One more thing. The government workers, like the people in our military, like my son, who are furloughed because of the government shutdown, because the goddamn Democrats can't get their shit together. And they're the ones who...
There's another one literally blaming it on the Democrats, pointing fingers, just severely uneducated and dumb. Let's finish her little video out.
Are doing all this mess. So the people that are furloughed should be the first ones that get benefits. Our military personnel that are going without a paycheck, that is who we need to be helping. I said what I said. Not the lazy.
Kiki, you're not in charge of anything. You're not here to make decisions on what goes where and who's doing what. Like I said, if you have somebody in mind that you know for a fact is taking advantage, then call them out by name. Stop this ring around the rosy, oh, you get this and you get that. It's not your decision to make. Both of these videos made you look extremely entitled and cruel, and I'm so glad that you had to go private over them because they are so foolish. For now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment, and if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.